theater home recorder and receive access to an ever-expanding library of close to 1,000 feature films. 50% savings on home movie rentals and discounts on blank tape and accessories. Yes, Video Theater's home video recorder packages are out of this world.
Welcome back to the Great Movie Haul, Part 4. Hoping not to have a Part 5 so we could finally get to the Harley Project next week. Now, we had last week off simply because of two reasons. One, we got the SD extender from Laser Bear, and it was since it went on sale, and he sent us the two replacements. Basically, I had to get that video shot and out of the way, and plus also the big Diabolic package wouldn't have been there in time. It's on its way now. Hopefully it should be here either tomorrow or Thursday, and since our videos go up Saturday, hopefully I can have everything in, if not the big stuff in, before then. Now, I don't know, I'll give a spoiler. I don't know if the Super Mario Brothers 1-Up set's going to be here in time, because they still don't have it yet. Umbrella's sort of being a dick. At least in my opinion. Jesse says everything's fine, so I gotta go with what he said. He's never steered me wrong before, so maybe he knows something I don't. But anyway, we're gonna be shooting these in parts, and you won't notice it because they'll be all together. But we got our first major package in from Severin. And the Severin summer sale just ended about a week ago, a couple weeks ago. But anyway, there's only a couple things I wanted from that because I already went broke dealing with Diabolic and the whole Vinegar Syndrome sale, so I can only really get a couple things. But I knocked out a couple of my wants, especially one major want of mine. Even though it's not the full thing with the briefcase, not briefcase, but the bag and everything. Damn, they really sealed the shit out of this fucking thing. Oh, God, Peanuts. Why? Why? I get you want to get your package there, but Jesus Christ. Peanuts. I know a perfect thing I can do with these fucking things. Prepare, Peanuts, to meet your maker. Take that, Peanuts. I got a shower for you. Die, Peanuts. I fucking hate Peanuts. Die. Die. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah. Smell like popcorn. I cast you out, unclean spirit. Wanna wreck my life? I wreck you. What are the comic blind's gonna do? Oh yeah. You kill my master or die. I love the smell of peanuts in the morning. It smells like freedom. Anyway, now that we murdered some peanuts and back to our regular scheduled program, got this. Of course, we got our Severin sticker, like we always do. I'm going to try to get this out without. This is the real heavy shit. And of course, these are going into the box for that segment that you just seen. So you'll meet your demise later, but in this video you'll meet your demise already. Firstly, oh, actually I shouldn't do that firstly because it's a major thing. We've got the big exclusive release. Now there was a few exclusive releases during the summer sale. This was the biggest one, and it's Dario Argento's Opera, and this was a long time coming to release this. And it actually comes in a heavy slipcover. And I always love getting their special releases because they have releases you can't get anywhere else as far as what we pretty much want as horror fans. Like, I think it's safe to say that Severin more specializes in Italian horror, which is sort of the thing I like. And as a note, you can actually get The Four Flies on Grey Velvet. It's just a huge rights issue with that. So you can get it. You just got to literally write to Severin and say, hey, okay, it's not a hard box. It's literally just a side slip. Okay, I see why people were complaining about it. But you write to Severin, I think it's $65, and you can own the one that I have that I got on Black Friday. So it's heavy, but it's a little thin. It's like they made a thick slipcover out of stuff you would slip over. It's hard to explain. It's like a texture, like really thin. So anyway, this is 5 discs. Good Lord. 5 discs. We have the 4K of the director's cut and the US cut. They're both in the same disc. Same with the Blu-ray. And we have another Blu-ray with the director's cut in a different aspect ratio. I forget which the aspect ratios are what, but I know these are both widescreen. Another Blu-ray with bonus features and a soundtrack CD. So definitely worth the pickup if you haven't picked it up already. I think they still have it available. So this is the 4K. And then the director's cut and US cut in 235.1. The director's cut in 185.1. Additional features and the soundtrack CD. Which is perfect if you still have a CD player. And of course we got a booklet. It's a nice glossy booklet. And yes, I love that new glossy plastic-ish smell, so don't mind me. You know what I'm talking about if you collect these things long enough. So that's Opera. So I gotta fire that up. I gotta go through some of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff yet, as well as some new editions, because I'm starting to do the WCW tapes again. So, but this is the big one that I got during the sale, and it was at a price that I could finally say, okay, it's worth the pickup. So this normally goes for about $200 something, and when it first came out, I did want everything. I was even willing to pay the $300, even though I didn't have it at the time. And it came with a travel bag. It came with a board game. It came with a passport book with stickers so you could follow Black Emanuelle on her travels. So that was only really limited. By the time I had the cash enough for it, they stopped making it. And I wasn't about to pay $200 for a set that seemed half done to me. But for $130, which is the same price as the Bruce Lee set, I was willing to pay that. So we have the Central World of Black Emanuelle, and it's a chunky beast. Look how thick this is. The ultimate exploration of a genre all her own. We have 15 discs. I don't know if the 2 soundtrack CDs are part of the 15 discs, but 24 films, y'all. 24 films, 40 plus hours of special features, and a 356-page book. Good Lord. I'm guessing this is the book. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. We'll find out. But God damn. This is chunky. And by the way, let me just see if I can pull this out real quick so I can show you better. So one major feature on this is, if you notice, this side is a little thick. And that's because her camera lens is a Viewmaster. Yeah, remember those? So you could literally, there's a sprocket over here. You could literally turn down and see images from the movies. And you could set it to whichever one you want to display it. I'm scared. I don't know what the hell the horse would be doing there. I might keep mine at that one. And yes, this is basically porn. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me go back to that one. This is going to wind up being another fucking part, isn't it? God damn it. Anyway. So what? That's what we're here for. We're all movie lovers. So here, it's a book. So I guess it's 2 movies per disc. So I'm guessing that the 15 discs include the soundtrack discs. Because it's kind of like the Bruce Lee set, where they had 2 Bruce Lee movies on a single set. So disc 1 is Black Emanuel and Black Emanuel 2. Then disc 2 is Emanuel in Bangkok and Emanuel in America. Disc 3 is Emanuel All Around the World and Emanuel and the Last Cannibals. Oof. Porno Nights of the World and Emanuel and the Porno Nights of the World is on disc 4. Sister Emanuel and Emanuel in the White Slave Trade is on disc 5. Disc 6 is Violence in Women's Prison and Emanuel in Prison. Something tells me that these aren't all Emanuel movies. Disc 7 is Black Cobra and Black Velvet. Disc 8 is Emanuel's Perverse Outburst and Porno Exotic Love. Disc 9 is Divine Emanuel and Fanatico, When the Goddess Calls. I think this is the only disc with 1 movie on it. Disc 10, Emanuel Queen of the Desert. Disc 11, Amore Libero, Free Love, Emanuel, a Woman from a Hot Country. Disc 12 is Black Deep Throat, Porno Nights of the World number 2. And disc 13, Inferno Rosso. Okay, so I think these are just a documentary. I'm not sure. Scandalous Emanuel. And by the way, be careful, because this looks like it'll stress after a while, this book. So you're going to want to be careful with that. Nico Fridico's Groove, if I'm pronouncing that right. Disc 15, Black Emanuel's Rarities and B-Sides. And we have a thick-ass soft cover book. I'm guessing these talk about the entirety of the movies. This is a book on its own, by the way. Usually when you get these books from these sets, it's just a book that goes with the set. This is a book of its own. And you can tell that because it's got a separate price on the back of $30, and it's got a barcode. So chances are they sell this separately as a regular book. So that's the Black Emanuel set. And so I got 2 major box sets to go through. I still got the Lost Picture Show. And I still got this. This is going to be fun. Alright, so these are movies that I got outside of the big Severin and Vinegar and Diabolic orders, because, I want to grab them. Now, a couple I've had for months, but a couple I just grabbed because I saw they made them. I've had this pre-ordered since it went up. This is the Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy. And this just came out. As I'm shooting this video and going to be premiering it, it's not out yet officially. So the thing is, if you order directly from Shout, you get it a couple weeks early, usually. And so I picked this up. I think the video goes up August 3rd, so this doesn't come out till this coming Tuesday. But I've had this since last week. And while this is the standard release that came out, I think, last year, it just comes with a bonus Blu-ray. So the movie disc is exactly the same. At Shout Select, they added 2 more movies, which will debut on Tuesday. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and Bill and Ted Face the Music. Now, this is the entire trilogy. And you can tell it's the original version because they number it just like the Criterion Collection does. So the original movie is 139 because they released it last year, I believe. It's listed as 2024, so they updated the copyright, but I believe it was 2023 they released it. But anyway, 139 for this one, and then yet These two are the newest ones, so they're 162 and 163 respectively. It has its fair share of extras, not too much, but for the price and to get all three is not bad. Just lower your expectations a little bit in my personal experience when it comes to Bogus Journey. Face the Music is tolerable because it's cute. It's a really cutesy movie. Now, if you see this bad boy, I didn't even know these came out, honestly, and I usually deal with Diabolic for everything. But Diabolic are not getting these in because Severin owns the rights in the US, and they were asked, and Diabolic was asked not to carry them. Because Diabolic doesn't carry all the imports. There's some instances where they're asked not to carry it. This is one of them. Even though technically Severin didn't put out a fucking 4K yet. So I don't know why they would ask him not to, but whatever. Point is, I got them. I had to go to another store to get them, but I did. And these are 88 films, so these are my first two that I got from that studio. Anthropophagus, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's The Beast, by the way. So these are two of the more notorious video nasties, and they're linked because Absurd is basically a sort of sequel to this movie. And there's a really fucked up scene in this movie. So, a lot of fucked up scenes in both movies. But as you know, I try to get the video nasties in 4K when possible. And here they are. And it's both a 2-disc set. They remind me a lot of Blue Underground. And it's part of their Italian collection. And I like how their cases are actually hard. They're a lot harder than the standard American 4Ks that come out. As you can see, my RoboCop, remember, the latch was missing on that one. But these, you could probably run them over with a tank and nothing will happen. Now, full disclosure, if you go through 88 Films website, they do have these in limited edition VHS packaging, which is just a slipcover, but it comes with a book. And it also comes with the VHS slipcover, the UK version. They are nice. They really are. I'm not going to say that they're not, but the price is what made me not get them. Because I got both of these for $36 a piece. The Atomic Movie Store. If you were to get these through 88 Films and, with the special slipcover in the book, $60. And that's not including shipping, by the way, from the UK. So you're looking at $30 shipping and a $25-$30 price increase for each one. So I got these for like $70. So if you got the VHS covers, you'd be basically paying double that. And there was no way in hell I was doing that. And since I had some Vinegar Syndrome points, I cashed in for this Last Embrace, the newest release from Cinematograph. And you see, unlike Dangerous Game, I actually did the box right this time. Because normally with the Cinematograph, I try to cut a slit here. So the case is protected, the J cover's protected, and the book just slides out. I failed to do that with Dangerous Game, and I'm pissed at myself for that. But it's fine. This actually comes with a Blu-ray in addition to a 4K, which is unusual for their set. Usually it's one or the other. And of course, as with Cinematograph, you got a book. I don't see a comic. I missed the comics, Nicole does. And this is a movie I haven't seen in years. It's been one of the favorite movies of another friend of mine. So now I actually have this movie. Let's see if I can invite her over to watch it. But now that these are all out of the way, because my fingers are slipping with the opera, because it really is slippery. Now that these are out of the way, it's time for the big Diabolic order. So let's get to it. All right, it is the following day, and our big Diabolic order just came. Not sure about the size of this so much, and I can see the shape of the box. Hopefully everything in it's okay. Not happy with Jesse right now. I gotta message him about this because I paid for UPS shipping. because I know how the post office is and I know how they are. What does he send it? Media mail. And I actually put up the email where I basically said, hey, I'm sending extra money to send it out UPS. Because normally you can combine shipping on everything you buy. And for this time I wanted to send UPS. I told them, look, I'll throw you an additional $20 so this way it could be sent UPS. And it was supposed to happen that way, but yeah, so I'm not happy. So I'm more hoping that everything in this package is fine. And the box seems a little thin, so it's really the first time he fucked up. So let's hope that everything in here is okay. There should be 10 items in here. So I know he packs it well, but still, the post office are like gorillas, like in the Tourister commercial. So we have a couple bags. Let's open these up. Trying to get through these as best I can because, you know, we're ready. I edited the first part of the video already. I think we're at almost 20 minutes already. So this was what was the reason why the box took so long. And this is Immaculate. And this is a media book. It's not in the US as of yet. So this is the German version. And that's the only way to get a 4K, the disc right now. So everything's in German, which is fine. I eventually want to pick up the Bloodsport if it's still available. I keep meaning to do that. But once I saw Immaculate in the theaters, I needed to get it. And of course, this is Sydney Sweeney's character dressed up. I forget, I think it's like a mother or something. I haven't seen it since the theatrical release. And that's pretty much when I put this in, right after that. So we have the 4K disc and the Blu-ray, but I think the Blu-ray's region locked, I'm not sure. And we do have a book, but understandably, the words are all in German, so I can't read it. The more reason I got this was, again, because Immaculate has no... Oh, shit. And there's an advertisement here for other stuff. America has no 4K Blu-ray of this yet. So if you want to buy Immaculate and you want a 4K, German is the only way to get it. And of course we got this from Synapse, Blue Sunshine. And I'm going to open it. I was going to see how I was going to open it, but I'll just open it the regular way. Because this looks thin enough that I can put it in the box and not have to worry about it. So I don't know if this is an exclusive Diabolik release. I think you can only get this on Synapse's site and on Diabolik's site. Let me just put this in here. I'm not sure if this is sold out either, but this is the front. This is the back. Now, this is a movie I've wanted to see, and I grabbed it because I figured, okay, this is probably going to be the only time I ever grab it. So it doesn't open, so don't try to pry it apart. It slides out. So we have Blue Sunshine, and the artwork is not reversible. It's just a case. So quite a few papers in there. I'll get to them in a minute. So we have the original soundtrack. We have a 4K and a Blu-ray. Not sure if, and here's the insert, by the way. Not sure if this is another rebranded release, because Synapse loves to do that. They love to take Arrow stuff and rebrand it into their own, which is fine because, you know, it saves us a trip, but they do it. So this is their catalog for 2024. They still got that Tenebrae? Shit, I guess they still got it. Because if you don't have it, about the Demons, I don't know if you can still get it. I have the separate releases ordered that they put out. We got a little thing tripping on Blue Sunshine. It's a little book. And it's got the soundtrack listing. I believe this is the movie poster. And I don't know how well the camera could pick that up. That's the movie poster. So I heard it's a little gory, but it's mainly trippy, so I don't know what I'm going to make of it. I just know that this is probably going to be the only way I was going to be able to watch it, because I don't even know if this ever got a release. So let me put it back in the slipcover. We still got tons of stuff to go through. But it's a nice hard case, which is something that was missing from that, what do you call it? It's missing from that opera release earlier. I'm just going to put the Blue Sunshine thing here for now. This way I can just put it there later. Alright, so we have a second bag with the rest of our order. So I'm just going to put these in the box like that, because I still got some vinegar stuff to go over. So I don't want to like completely mix the boxes up. And we got quite a few things in this one. It's 10 items in all. So I would be able to do the express at the supermarket. Okay, so first of all, we've got this. And remember when I got the intermission time, what the hell is that shit called? I'm forgetting shit here. The intermission time Blu-ray that I just showed you from Vinegar Syndrome. Consider this a companion. It's the companion CD to it. It's basically were a bunch of jingles that would come over the speakers. And by the way, CD only bonus tracks. So I'm not, if that's the case, I'm not sure if, because I know this is on Apple Music, so I'm not sure if there's tracks on here that are exclusive to Apple Music or not. I'll put them up on the screen if there are. But on here, on the CD, it's 41 tracks. And it came out in 2023. So I'm guessing that there's exclusive bonus tracks, because that would track. You know, no pun intended. And I don't want to use the razor to open this because it's a digipack. So it's a digipack. And as you can see, it's a reading chart. I'm guessing the disc comes out of here. Yeah, it does. Just a little papery, so I'll have to clean the disc a little bit later. And I don't know if you can make it out, but because sometimes on a press disc you could see the ring. The ring only goes out to here. So it only really uses about half the disc. Which, you know, it's a bunch of not radio spots, but like a bunch of drive-in spots. And a CD can hold up to 80 minutes, so it's pretty much reasonable that 40 minutes will do you. I'm going to put this separate because I don't want them mixed in with everything else. Here we have Massacre Mafia Style. And this is a Blu-ray that I've wanted to get for a while. But I kept putting on the back burner because, well, hell, fuck it, I had Night Flight. But Diabolic put this up at a great price, and especially with Grindhouse not really releasing too much stuff anymore, who knows like how long more it would be available. So I just said the hell with it and finally picked it up. So this is a Blu-ray and DVD. It's actually not a bad movie. I gotta also try to get Gone with the Pope. And, oh shit, I'm grabbing the disc by accident. It comes with a booklet as well as a DVD and a Blu-ray. So I think when I picked it up during the sale, so I think it was like $20. And it has the insert, so it's not reversible. Is this way I could show you if it was or not? By the way, don't mind me. It's starting to get a little late. I'm pretty much tired as I'm doing this because I got to get up early tomorrow because I got food shopping and I got physical therapy. So, life of a diabetic. Here we have another one that just came out. This is the second to last thing I was waiting on, and this is Bruiser from Indicator. Now, you're familiar with Indicator when I showed you Patrick. I think I showed you Patrick. I'm pretty sure that I showed that before on a pickup video. But this is my second release from them that I got. It's limited to 5,000. I got 3466 out of that. This I'm going to try to open with the razor in order to save the J card of this one. Because for some of these, like something like Blue Sunshine, it would have been a little bit harder to keep this, and so I could just fold it in because it's thin. Indicator uses a thicker cardboard, so it might not be so easy. So that's why I didn't do it for that. I'm still working out the kinks to that. So here we have the booklet, and it's a thick boy. Not as thick as Black Emmanuel, but it's pretty thick. It's 70, this is 75, figure 77 pages. And this is one of Romero's last movies that he did. And I have never seen this movie before, so this would be a first for me. I'm not sure if this is I think this was an independent movie, which would also explain why I've never seen it. So this is going to be a watch. It's just a standard blue. I mean, not standard blue. Just a 4K, so there's no blue in here. And we're going to try to put this back. There we go. We'll put that over there. Speaking of stuff, the next few are going to be steel books.